okay? You need to stand there by yourself and say, this is me. Take it or leave it, like it or lump it, okay? And if they don't like it, then they can go, because what will happen is that is only making way and opening doors for the ones that will come, that will appreciate who you are, okay? So this is all about truth. Look at where you are expending energy, where you are not giving it back, okay? And you're being fed crumbs, and you can't survive on crumbs. You're giving 3-course meals out and you're getting crumbs back. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. And this is where you've been out of balance, Taurus, okay? So this full moon is highlighting to you that, you know, there could be people around, connections around that are not healthy for you. And what it's saying is it's time to face the truth. It's time to see things as they are. I don't know why did I say that. See things as they are, rather than how you would like them to be, and kidding yourself, okay? So it's, what is that? Never kidda. That's it, an old Geordie saying that. It probably makes no sense. I say it to like my friends over here that are from, you know, Spain and Italy and all of that, and they kind of look at me and it's like, yeah. So that is where your challenge is, okay? But you're fine by yourself. You're going to be more abundant by yourself. Your life is going to be richer. Now, when I say richer, I mean richer in all things, okay? And again, we've got the same card there when I'm shuffled. This is about your intuition, okay? This is where it is. And it's almost like it's saying here, with true connections, okay, when they are karmic connections, when they are soul connections, okay, it's almost like you swim together. You're not having to swim against the tide, you know, to try and catch up with somebody. You know, there's a stillness. There's a stillness in the silence. You don't have to constantly feed or be given affirmation or giving gifts or whatever to people in order to feel connected to them. Sometimes connection is just being able to sit in the same room with somebody and say nothing. And in that silence, there is security. If you feel you've got to, this, like that, it's because there's an insecurity there. You've got to try and keep the other person engaged in case, you know, what if they, you know, don't think I'm cool enough, or what if I'm not entertaining enough, or what if I'm not smart or intellectual enough? When you are with true soul connections, it's not about that. It's about the connection, and people see and feel the connection, you know, and it doesn't matter what you say or what you do, that connection is there. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, Taurus. Right, who are we on to now? Gemini. Right, okay, I'm getting for Gemini there. For some reason, they're singing to me the song Summertime by, I think, is it Nina Simone? And I'm not going to sing because I have a terrible singing voice. But they're singing Gemini, and when the living is easy, fish are jumping, and the river is high or something. Yeah. Hush, hush, little baby. Don't you cry. Right, okay, this is before I've even picked Gemini, so I don't know what this is. Yeah, I'm laughing with you, not at you. You're so good, but you're on. It's like everyone can see, yeah, you, and you would think you were in the flat chatting, just you. Citron, cotton is high. Yeah, the cotton is high, Andy Joy. Yeah, but it is, Andy Joy. I'm exactly who I am if I'm sitting in front of you. You've known me all my life. Yeah, so Gemini, that's it. I've just realized I've got a big cigarette burn in my skirt. We're on to Gemini, Candy. So we're still pretty early on. So right, Gemini, this Aries full moon. Right. Right, Gemini. Oh, okay. So what this is saying is your challenge is to stay grounded. Your challenge is to keep your heart open, okay? Your challenge is to be secure within yourself, because I feel there are burdens coming, okay? Or burdens being given to you which are not yours, okay? Don't take them. Don't take them. We are at the point now with this Aries full moon and everything that we've gone through, okay, this year, because this year has been a fucker. It really, really has. You know, it's had us like, it's been like being in a tumble dryer. You know, we've been this way, that way, whatever, up, down, you know, the whole lot. There's been highs and lows and whatever, but that's life, you know, that's the roller coaster of life. As Bill Hicks says, it's just a ride, you know, don't put too much worry into it. But what this is saying is that this Aries full moon for you is a time of really, really letting the old stories fall, the old conditions people have given you, the old conditions that you've given yourself, the protection you've put around yourself that is, you've done it to try and protect you, but all you have done is kept you more isolated from others. You know, it hasn't served you well. So there's going to be, it's like, let it all fall away. You know, don't grasp, don't cling. There could be a little bit chaos and commotion as well. And this is why it's saying stay grounded in who you are. Keep your heart open, because if you shut down, it's going to hit you even harder. Okay, this is time. It's time for you to dump the baggage of the past. Everything that you've been carrying, there's at least 10 years worth of shit here. You know, everything that you've been carrying, it is a new life for you. A new life, okay? So you don't want to take this old baggage with you. If you do, you're asking for disaster. You know, nobody can dump it for you. They can dump it on you. You can turn around and say, no, that's yours. Take it back, you know, but nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take your trash out unless you do. Okay, so this is what it's saying for you. This is where there's going to be the challenge for you. Okay, but what is working for you is that it's saying it's time to let go of it. Be lighter, live light-hearted, have that kind of light in your heart, that childlike feel. You don't have to carry the heaviness that you've carried for years. It's time to put it down. Okay, so that is where your challenge is going to be. That's what this full moon is bringing for you, Gemini. And I'm just pulling another card to see what this one says. Yes, don't compare your life to other people's. Don't look at somebody else and go, yeah, but they didn't have that to deal with. They didn't have that. They will have had other shit to deal with. You know, you need to only compare your life to how you want it. What is your dream life? And how, if you're not there, how are you going to get there? That's the comparisons you make, not around other people, you know, not around other people, because they're living their life in the best way they can. And if you're constantly striving for somebody else's life, you're never going to put into your own what you can do, you know. So this is it. It's dump that baggage. This is a new life, you know, and yes, you may be different, but isn't that amazing? You know, every single one of us is unique. Would you want to be like the other sheep? You know, no, you're different. Accept it. Stop making excuses for it, and stop, you know, trying to apologize for it as well, even to yourself. Accept who you are, exactly who you are now, today, okay? And that's it. You're done with the past, Wash your hands of it, because you're starting anew here. So it may be a little bit chaotic, but it'll be as chaotic as you allow it to be. The more you hold on, the more chaos it's going to be, okay? So that is Gemini. So who do we have after Gemini? Cancer. We've just cut cords with a lot of people and things from the past. Yeah, this is all what this Aries moon's about. Empaths, beware of narcissists. Or empaths, See what narcissists are trying to teach us. I've just had a thing about we're not going on negativity here, So us as empaths, we need to be discerning enough to say, narcissist, no, you're not coming in here. Okay, we can't blame the narcissist if they see an opening. Okay, so it's like I say, what we have to take full responsibility for everything that has happened in our life and how we continue to let things to happen. When we point that finger of blame, there are 3 pointing back at us. Okay, so this is about, we cannot blame anybody else. We have allowed it. We have allowed it. Okay, our boundaries haven't been enough. Okay, so empaths, make sure your boundaries are up well, So make sure you have decent boundaries, and then the narcissists, if they come knocking, they're not going to be let in. But don't beware of the narcissist, because sometimes the narcissist can give us our biggest lessons, okay? And you know what? I had a rant the other day on my Instagram. Because very something similar to this, okay? And it was from, I don't even know what the page was, but it was something like spiritually awakened or awakened self or something. I don't know. I'd be lying if I could tell you exactly what it is. But they put a meme on and it said, Dear men, go into therapy rather than, hold on, I'm going to read this out because I woke up the other morning and I had a right rant with it. I was going to do a video on it and then other things happened in my days, so I couldn't. But what I want to say when I say beware here, where that was the word that was used there. Hold on, sorry, I'm just trying to find it. I do have it here. Oh, God, this is typical when I try to find something, because I decided I wasn't going to talk about this, but then it's coming again. There. So somebody put, and this is on a site that is claiming to be spiritually awakened, okay? And this is what pisses me off, because just because they use that word does not mean that they are. So beware, okay, of kind of false prophets. That's what. Because if people are looking at this to learn, and then they're learning bad habits again. So this is what was wrote. Men, go to fucking therapy and stop draining the life out of young beautiful women who would do anything in their power to help you, even if that means potentially hurting themselves mentally and emotionally in the process. Signed, a fed up bitch. And I just woke up and I was in a rant. I don't know if I was premenstrual or whatever, but I was so annoyed by that, because there's so much wrong in that sentence. So I replied by saying, dear woman, go into fucking therapy so you learn to take responsibility for your own choices without blaming men for emotionally and mentally hurting you. And when it is you that is giving your power away, making poor choices and not having clear boundaries. Signed, a bitch fed up with listening to bullshit blaming. Because we have so many people that, it's blame, and we need to take responsibility for ourselves. And this is what being spiritually aware is. It doesn't mean sitting drinking green tea. I go to yoga 3 times a week. That isn't what it means. It's being aware of what you are saying, what you are taking in, what you are feeding into yourself as well. Okay? And not making excuses or blaming other people for things within you. We all have triggers. We've all had fucking stuff happen within our lives, every single one of us. But we have to take responsibility to say, you know what? No more. No more. And this is what this Aries moon is about. But be careful of the people that are out there. It's not how many followers they have. It's, are they following the rules of spiritual life? Are they following that? Is there compassion there? Are they taking responsibility for themselves? Are they hiding behind blame and excuses? And other people are thinking that they're talking truth, because this actually really, really gets my goat. And you can well see that it's the Aries moon, and I am Aries moon, because today I'm not getting mad, but I am venting. Okay. And I hope that people can see that when I'm venting, there's truth in it. This is why I'm doing this. So I hope that makes some sense. This is why I love these lives, because I never know what is going to happen with them. So yeah, just be careful. It's like I say, the menu is not always the meal. And this is what annoyed me. It's not like just somebody put that post, that wouldn't have bothered. It was the fact that it was a page with something like 200,000 followers, that is calling itself Spiritual Awakened. And it's like, I've never seen anything as more of fucking sleep as that, you know? So yeah, and the thing is, people, we've got to realize that everybody that comes into our life, everybody, whether this is relationship, family members, friends, whatever, they are all assignments for us. Their spirit saying, okay, can you walk your talk? Can you do what you've been preaching that you do? So this is it. Everybody is coming, and they're not coming to test us or to challenge us. They're coming to see if we are who we say we are. That's it. So, everybody that comes in, even the person that hurt you the most in the world, say thank you to them, because they have been your biggest teacher. So hope that makes sense. Where am I on to? Cancer. Oh, man. Right. Thank you as well. I really appreciate, that I'm having these vents. This is why I like to do the lives, because I just like to share with you as well. Give a second chance to run there. Yeah, you know what? I believe everybody gets two chances with me. Two. The first time anybody can make a mistake. The second time they made a choice. If it's going to carry on a third time, that will also be a choice, and I make the choice to allow it. So everybody gets two chances, because we all make mistakes. You tell me any single person on here who hasn't fucked up at one part in their life, that hasn't. We all do. We all fuck up, but that's how we learn. So we can people do change. But like I say, two chances. Give people, first time's a mistake, second time's a choice. Continuing after that will be a choice as well. Okay. And it's you choose whether to stay there. You get these people and they're all like, oh, right. I've been in, this has been 5 years, 6 years, and, they're still putting me through this and they're still putting me through that. And it's like, yeah, because you're still fucking there. Get out, get out, move. You are not a tree. That's why you have feet, so you can walk away. And I know that is hard. I'm not dismissing that. But there are people, who have been in massively violent relationships and things like that and have still managed to leave. Okay. So like I say, if you stay in somewhere where it's not good, that is a choice you're making, and that's cool.